5 ping, restart, alt QQ.
It feels kind of spiky if anyone asks.
Yeah, I got 17 ping. I'm spiking to 23. I can't do this. Grinchy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. I can't do this. I can't. I can't play under these conditions.
I was asked to play a tournament on NetEase recently, and like I seriously considered it, but I was like, I can't. Like
Have you ever done that though? Like, have you ever gotten into game and been like, I can't do this?
Yeah, every day when I get West India, bro. Like every time I meet one of those Oceania guys, I'm like, I didn't sign up for this. Please let us veto servers.
Especially when they have the audacity to, like, you're against like an orc or an undead player. Like, oh my god, I have to play an Oceania ping and against Crypt Lord.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not just against Crypt Lord. Like even I met this, I think it's like Dirtbag, you know? He was orc and he went Farseer Headhunter. I might prefer playing against Crypt Lord than this if I'm gonna be on 200 MS. Like, pretty tough.
I'd beat Dirtbag's Farseer Headhunter.
Yeah, but you play Night Elf.
Yeah, you actually, yeah, you got him.
Oh, he's playing Blademaster. What?
Yeah, take a
I
peek.
told you.
Yes.
Look at this, Grinchy. I'm
It's
Nostradamus.
It's pretty good on Last Refuge. This is definitely, although it's weird to say, this is the best Blademaster versus human map. I would think.
Yeah,
Pretty sure. Especially if he goes, one reason is if he goes for that priest pull just by default without knowing it's a Blademaster, the priest is, not really that useful. It's just kind of killed by the blade. It's also hard to get level 2. The blade can show up in time. The blade can also steal the priest. He can buy double circlet. A lot of nice things for the Blademaster, although it's not obviously the best way to play this matchup.
Don't you think Amazonia is the best? Sometimes.
Lightning shield creep with the blade.
Yeah, or actually Echo Eye is the best, I think.
I mean, aren't they all pretty good for Blademaster? Let's be honest.
I don't think, yeah, it's not like bad. It's just like orcs like Farseer, I guess.
Well, you can go Blade TC. Lynn's actually done that on this map before, and I think TH, when he randomed orc against a human, has done that before. Blade into TC second.
Yeah, against rifles.
Yeah.
Lustifron was doing that a lot and actually very effectively. He was getting a lot of grunts. But technically, if human does the right thing against that kind of style, when you start seeing a lot of grunts, you just make the second Sanctum and then you start mixing a lot of casters and breakers, then it becomes much easier to deal with it.
Yeah, I think you should go to Sanctum against Blade by default, but I mean, there's probably no set way. Not like people are sky pushing Blademaster in this day and age.
The default is to go rifles, though. Not to go double Sanctum, because if you go rifles, you have like more damage. And like
when you see Blade, you mean, or just
yeah,
in
when you
general?
see Blade, you go usually
okay.
you go rifles.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Look at this timing. Look at this timing for Deathnote. Is he? I don't know if. Okay, maybe he's just not going to get anything then.
That
Great
Blade,
timing, yeah.
This Blade got sick items.
Well, there's actually a really sick double peon block on the water elemental.
Yeah. Or else he probably would have gotten that burrow, honestly.
Yeah.
So
I think
blacksmith.
that,
Yeah.
yeah,
What are you
I think
thinking?
that, I'm thinking that silence was pretty fucking awkward. Nice job, everyone. No, but
God damn it, who invited Kaiser?
oh god, I don't remember what I was saying now.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
yeah.
Kaiser. Go ahead. We're
All right,
waiting.
all right, the
Pressure's
stage is
on.
mine. The stage is okay. Yep.
We're still waiting for
There's
your
a-
original comment.
There's a lot of small like mind games. It kind of reminds me like how many things you could do in like StarCraft, so to speak. Like he didn't go for the pole or like a more greedy creep route after. He saw like the grunt movements from CoopeR. I think you could tell that he's like an older school player because like someone who's only played like the Farseer meta and stuff just wouldn't move their blade the way he did to intercept the base harass.
Prefer the silence than this breakdown, I'll tell you that.
Little toxic, little toxic.
I respect it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you went all in. You went all in for it, so you know.
By the way, somebody in the chat earlier noted that we might not have an archerman or whatever, but we have 3 ducks in Warcraft 3.
True.
Yeah, that's right. We do. By the way, isn't there like a marine lady? Isn't that one of the names of the marine people?
No. It's the Marine Lords, Hero Marine, Baby Marine.
Is Baby Marine a girl?
Isn't there
I can't
Marine
remember.
King, or is that?
Oh yeah, there was
There is.
Marine King like long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's not around anymore. Wasn't he the best Marine? Is he the best Marine player?
Yeah.
They should have a tournament. They should have like a round robin 4-player tournament for all the Marines.
Well, we should have a duck tournament in Warcraft 3 as well.
True.
And the 2
Who's
losers
gonna
have
be
to
the?
quit. No, wait.
Oh, we
what?
need to get Elac Duck back for the 4th duck.
That's sick, actually.
I think that would be the most toxic Warcraft 3 tournament.
True.
I don't know. I just saw on Twitter Edge posted he won the Hate Cup, which I'm not too sure what that entailed.
What does that
Was
mean?
it a Warcraft 3 tournament at all? Was Warcraft 3 involved in playing games?
Is it just him versus Muscle Mike or something?
I have no idea. I don't even know if it's Warcraft related. I just know he said he won the Hate Cup. I was like, what the hell does that mean?
I tuned into Edge stream and I saw the hate.
Brazilian team, right?
Yeah. I saw the big hate logo. I was like, man, this is so perfect branding.
Isn't Edge trying to turn over a new leaf though?
Yeah, I don't think Edge.
Like I heard he apologized to a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm cool with Edge now.
Okay, good.
Actually, I'm a fan of Edge because everywhere he goes, he writes to the Lotodex emotes. He never says hello or anything. He only writes the Lotodex.
And the NA LOL, he be loving that emote too.
When I look at the Shadowhunter level here, and I see that he's even just a little bit ahead than the MK. Usually, CoopeR is one of the guys that gets Shadow level 3, stacks it with like mana potions, and then just fights and say, okay, I'm just gonna out-heal whatever damage you have. That's what makes it really hard to play against his Blade Shadow. See, like, Deathnote is having to keep the Archmage around. Blade might even steal a creep here, so Mount King will be stuck on 1. Or a little bit longer, at least.
Super.
He got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can even threaten the other one. Oh, you got the item?
We got the. That's such a sick item too. That is so good for Raider Walker. Oh my god! And pushes on this map as well. You could put like a heal ward on the high ground because most often when you play Raider Walker, you're gonna pull peons and go for a 50 supply push, maybe 55 supply with the second Kodo. You just put the ward on the high ground and push into the base with a couple of towers in the back, and it's also free creeping. It's such a great item.
And I tell you what, when I play CoopeR on ladder, and this happens often, he steals items like this. This is the time where I start typing here. I can't fucking take it. He just comes in, invincible, walks through units, and steals my items? I don't think so.
Oh my god, the scroll. Well, I mean, he'll have adept training, right? Yeah, he'll have adept training.
Where do orcs get this
ahead.
item RNG?
Where do orcs get off? Where do orcs get off? That's my question to every orc player. Armin, I see you in chat. Where do you
I thought it was
get off?
undeads that had the best items. So that's what the Twitch chat always says. It's always undeads.
No, that's just happy.
Oh, it's just happy. Well, he's the only undead though.
You're right.
Sorry, Europe. I'm just kidding.
You're right, man. I was watching Happy stream. He got 2 rings. He looked perplexed in the camera. I said, "Oh man, even Happy gets."
Oh my god.
And then he perma'd you, right?
just for existing.
He said anything in his chat, he just permas you.
Yeah.
Somehow you got through the sub-only block. But you're not watching an ad right now. You can actually see what's going on the stream. You're permanent.
Oh, he just stole another claw. That's it.
See, that was Deathnote's luck, though. All right, that was Deathnote's luck, not CoopeR's.
Oh, the priest. Oh, he actually went for it.
The audacity.
This blade.
It's the red now.
And this is where I would type a little bit more than I did previously to install the healing words.
What would you type? What would you type?
Yeah, I hate this hero and you.
Wow, really, really nice blade control.
Yeah, that's what
Very
Grubby would
fast
type.
reflexes.
What an awesome display of skill.
And he gets Khagars. He got Khagars. All right. Here we go.
How much do you prefer? Farseer Headhunter or Blademaster?
What do you
Left
prefer
foot or right
drinking?
foot? Do you want to get shot in?
Yeah, like, do you prefer drinking cyanide or like another like sick poisonous thing that's gonna make you suffer before you pass away? Like,
I actually think Farseer Headhunter is way less frustrating because at least it's not like
What?
No. Hear me out, because at least Farseer Headhunter, it's like the enemy you know. There's no surprises. It's just like against Blademaster. Sometimes you're winning, and then other times a triple claw, circlet, Blademaster, triple crits your lich, and then you lose.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. It's like, you know, you watch the DC movies, right? It's like Superman. Like, what the hell is this hero? He's just basically invincible.
Oh my god, I've never seen.
Sweet Jesus. Has he gotten the perfect items for every camp? I mean, the second heal ward was a little bit redundant, but he stole the first. So if he hadn't stolen the first, he would have gotten perfect items from all of his camps.
Yeah.
Because he's never gonna have a TC this game. That's a sick aura.
Yeah, the only way that could be cosmically better is if you went somehow tier 3 and got like Tauren TC or and Unholy.
I would say though the Shadowhunter has no mana potion. Whereas we got double mana pot on the Mountain King. So if Deathnote doesn't Stormbolt much, and I mean like one Stormbolt max and only claps, there is a chance he out damages the healing from CoopeR, who has only one healing scroll as well.
That's a big clap to start us off. The Kodo hasn't eaten. There just doesn't seem to be that big of an army really for Deathnote, and the blade is just 2 shine rifles. Give me a crit. Let's see it. Level 4, triple claws. Kodo comes in. Yeah, this is just a close to impossible fight, it seems like, without maybe 5 more claps.
Oh, the healing ward is to kill that. He's trying to click it with everything. No, he's going for the Kodo. But that Kodo didn't even eat anything. Leave him alone.
Still got lots of mana, though. That's the Khadgar's working.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about the Shadowhunter not having enough mana, but he's got more mana than the Archmage. Total. 375 versus 435 on the Shadowhunter.
There's one smart Jamaican.
OP.
Everything you do, I can do better.
Has he lost a unit yet? I don't think he has.
No.
No,
He
he
lost
didn't lose a unit.
He lost 1 grunt.
Oh, he lost a grunt. Wow.
I love how the
Day.
Archmage has like Glove of Haste and like Claws of Attack. It's like you're putting like a full blade mail and armor and like an old man who like can barely walk. He's like in a wheelchair. He's like, what am I gonna do? You know, like, he tries and help out a little bit at first, but then he's like, you're against the Blademaster level 4 with like 3 claws. Damn it.
Every time that Blademaster hit, there should have been like a little hit marker. That guy, hell, what was it? 3 claws? My god.
Yeah, it should do like the Call of Duty hit sounds like.
But I played Call of Duty.
Never played it either.
What?
Too
What?
much of a boomer. Me and Todd both are just huge boomers. Like, what Call of Duty? I was playing text games back then on.
Well, anyways, anytime you get a hit in Call of Duty, when you shoot somebody and it hits the body, it gives like a really nice, satisfying like thump. You can feel the shot hit.
Mm.
That
Nice.
sounds pretty fun. I'm gonna make sure I'll still never play that game though and keep headshotting people on PUBG with the M24 and Kar 98.
Yeah, fair enough.
Have you guys seen? I did a couple of PUBG streams recently with some of the Warcraft guys, like Armin and stuff. Dude, Armin is sick.
Oh, he plays. I watched one like a month or so ago. I didn't see any with the Warcraft guys though.
Yeah. So like last few days, I was playing with like Armin, Sanya, Reaver also,
Okay. Yeah.
and Chris. Dude,
Armin's
Armin.
the best.
I mean, I'm the best, obviously, but
Oh.
Armin had some sick moves. Like he was stuck in a house at some point and he was getting pushed. He threw a smoke so that they couldn't see him, and then he came out, knocked one, and then he knocked one through the smoke, and then he knocked the second one, and then I think he even killed like the last 2 after that. So he just like owned the squad alone.
Could you do me a favor? Could you stand up and reenact his movements into the camera for me, Todd?
Yeah. So like he got up, and then he tossed a smoke in like this, and then he hit a little bit, then he moved back out, and he went pa 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 pa.
Right. Was he crouching? Was he prone? Can you get in a prone? Like what was his proning like?
Yeah, it's pretty good, I would say.
Yeah.
Like I think Armin reads the game well, but we still have
Nice.
like, I mean, you should tune into the streams. They're pretty funny. Like at first we were doing really bad, so obviously I was kind of yelling at everybody, but then they started listening a little more, and then we started picking it up and doing a lot better.
I tuned in a couple times, not the most recent one, but a couple times in the past, and
Yeah.
you were playing with, I think, people speaking French.
Yeah. So I can understand how that's not the most fun, but if I play with Armin, River, and like these Warcraft guys
Yeah,
that
that'd
you
be
know, I
dope.
think that is pretty sick.
It's so funny. You're like, all right, guys. Now, this time when you push, don't just walk into them. You have to shoot them. It was the most Todd thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, there was a couple moves that, yeah.
Just to inquire, Todd, what do you think about Deathnote's decision to choose NIS?
I think it's okay. Like, it's one of the maps where humans have learned to become more comfortable both against Orc and Elf. Still, against Undead, it's one of the trickier maps, but I'm totally cool with it.
I just gotta say, there's 4 syllables in Northern Isles, and then there's 3 in NIS. Let's go the extra mile, Grinchy. Just say Northern Isles, homie.
Northern Isles. I swear. How about you, Carson? What do you think about Deathnote's choice?
I don't know. It's really tough to say, right? Because there's an obvious... It gets more confusing nowadays because Farseer Heteros isn't exactly the same as it once was, especially with the new reaction from human with going Panda second. So the map pool in this matchup seems to be like ever changing because this matchup is developing so much. But against the Blademaster, like I think it's just a guess for everyone, as well as Deathnote, as well as, you know, all the other top humans. I think they're just trying to guess what might be best against the Blademaster, honestly.
What do you think, Kaiser? Is he gonna stick with the Blademaster, or is he gonna transition to the much more enticing meta, as you would say it?
I'm really not sure. Like, it seems like I guess like
yes.
Is there like any like difference in build order per se for the human? I guess like they just add like the rifles eventually, right? There's not like any special reaction.
Oh, I liked
the
what you just did,
moves.
Kaiser, though. You did the classic deflect. Like, he asked me a difficult question I don't know the answer of, so I'm gonna start talking about the other guy's build. Well done, Kaiser. You're a true caster now.
I was mostly asking you. It wasn't deflection. I just don't know enough about this level of
What a
play
true
for this
caster
matchup.
does as well, though, is says, "Oh, that's a great question," and then
Ignores it. I look at I'm a professional at ignoring big problems and alarm clocks.
Hey, by the way, Kaiser, as soon as there was no war mail here, it was always gonna be Blademaster. Almost likely.
You never know.
Who plays faster grunts? Nah, come on. Is his nickname Razorman? Like,
no, especially with the forward barracks, so that the grunt can scout. Definitely not going to be.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Deathnote is addicted to straight expanding. Like, I don't know what it is with this guy. On every map. On every map.
He might have watched one of those theory crafts.
I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it, but only against Night Elf.
The
Only
Snake Oil episode, right?
You still can't get over the Farseer Header expand episode, Todd. I still can't get over it. Still to this
The Snake
day.
Oil. It's the Snake Oil episode. Like, Carson tried to make human players believe that you should expand against Farseer Headhunter.
This is what I did. This is what I did, Todd. I downloaded 50 replays of the top humans in Asia against Farseer Headhunters, and like 75% of them, they were fast expanding. So it's like, whatever. Here we go. Let's do it. People are going to be mad, but let's do it.
And then they stopped like right after you put that out.
Yeah, everyone was pissed. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Jesus. I'm just trying to talk about like some video games here, guys. People are losing their minds.
I personally hate you, Carson.
Yeah.
Yes, all right. Like,
It's crazy.
I was like, I don't know.
You're being held to high standards here. Don't you dare.
I know, dude. I'm all afraid for the future episodes now, man.
Especially you picked like the one race that you would be hated the most for you messing up. Like, oh my god, like Todd is never gonna let you live this down. He's like an elephant. He never forgets when the human race is being misrepresented. This is nice harass.
Yeah, but good block.
Yeah.
Deathnote needs to react.
Save
The
it.
peasants.
Don't lose it. Okay, thank you. Jesus.
That blade
Can you
cannot
fit four
accept
in
that he cannot get there. He's still trying.
I think he can fit one up top on the right side.
Oh, dude, this is like me trying to fit my jeans. I bought pre-COVID.
Dude, if this was 2016, he would have like dropped an item and like popped in behind that tower and got stuck and then just died.
He would have gotten the kill though.
Yeah, you would have got an extra peasant for it. Worth.
Yeah. And then he would have typed worth into chat and then left no GG.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna go 2 beast here, right? This is a classic 2 beast CoopeR play right here.
Yeah,
with
I
a
mean,
panda.
he's leaving his base wide open, or not wide open. He's leaving his base layout open for
He
it.
doesn't have to. He could still make totem, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he's not going for panda. He has nothing in center. CoopeR, what are you doing with your gold, bruh? Shadow, okay, so yeah, he just wants to play purely normal. So there's totem, there should be bestiary as well. And then he can creep his expo and then take map control with raiders and pressure even more. And Deathnote, because he expanded so fast and lost a lot of peasants, he has to kind of play like really scared. Spam towers all over the place, most likely.
That arcane tower is so sick of a placement. Like, you wouldn't do that against undead, for example. Just like skeletons everywhere. But like, just a fat ass Blademaster. Like, stay out. Out.
Yeah, he could have built it on the other side, and I think actually he could have fit all 5 peasants. Like with that, I think what Neil calls it is the bouncer play with the footman against undead normally. But if it's on the left side, you could actually, I think he could fit all of them. But maybe, yeah, it's still really, really good. Regardless, I think you should always do that for sure.
I never do it.
You never
Can't
do
learn.
it? Well,
No, I'm too bad.
Well, you know, it's just snake oil, so.
And you're a great salesman, I tell you that.
Yeah.
You really had those humans believe they should fast expand against Falsia Headhunter?
Oh, no human believed me. No one did.
I'm sure there's a few suckers out there that are like, nice, I can't wait to face Falsia Headhunter, and then it's right on the ladder like, what the fuck?
Oh, believe me, it doesn't work for me either.
Soft Ice Cream might have done it. He might have done it once.
Around? Oh my god, that was so close. Archmage is dead.
Oh, that's a surround and a half right there. That's the easiest surround of his whole life. Oh, the crit!
Oh my god!
He had the time to get out too, but that must have been like a max damage crit for level 1.
That's why you need 1 MS instead of 5. That's why Deathnote gets the best conditions possible.
Let me see. Nice. Hero. Absolute abuser. Oh wait, no, I'm not playing. You wouldn't see it.
A pure display of unadulterated orc skill and power. Oh my god. This
is the part where
damage...
you feel dead inside if you're Deathnote. Okay, I'm trying to defend without hero here.
He had 3 claws and circlet last game with level 2 crit, and it was 192. That was 107 damage crit on level 1 with just a circlet and slippers.
Yeah, I guess high damage roll is what it is.
only an orc player, only an orc main would say, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You gotta roll with the punches.
Roll to head.
Yeah.
You know, you give and you take,
so
you know.
You're saying overcommit city, you'd be killing me, bro. Especially when I'm playing, bro. Yeah, I'm rolling in overcommit city, but I'm gonna stay here, bro.
It's actually kind of nice. We have an undead player, human player, orc player, and 2 night elves here. It's kind of dope. That's not very common on a cast.
What, the 2 night elves? Because none of us are smart enough to cast.
Yeah, you guys get, you know, shit talk so often you just all hide in a hole afterwards.
And I tell I'm too busy typing in chat usually. How weak their race is, while Moon and Colorful and Lola win everything.
Crit again! Okay, no. Didn't need it. It would've...
What's up, Kevin?
Another 2-0. CoopeR played that pretty well, though, I will say. He played the Blade pretty well. I think the fast expansion is a good play against Blademaster because it's more difficult to stop, and it definitely was more common back when Blade was more standard. But probably the details not as worked out as they used to be.